Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Eileen Yue Ling Han, the director of the Academy of Acupuncture. Today is our Sunday sharing. Every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I'm here to introduce you one of our family member of the Balance Method community. And today we are going to introduce you Dr. Cindy Chamberlain. I get to know her since 1998. And I was selling acupuncture needle at the moment. And she was she always very guarded for all the ladies, and she always watches there anything's good or bad happening. She is always watching if I am behave. Apparently 1998, that was Dr. Tan's birthday, not the birthday, 1998 was Dr. Tan's first seminar in San Diego, the Balance Method seminar. That's why we always have a Balance Method seminar. But the first time he had it in July of the 1998, they're also my birthday. That's why I was there for the seminar. There's a long stories because we're chiming in Cindy. Hopefully that she can chime in sooner. Sean, can you call Cindy, please? Don't you have phone? Can you grab your phone, please? And sorry for the delay because Cindy, her phone, she is in Kansas. She is in Kansas. Her Wi-Fi is not very stable, so we're trying to figure it out if we can get her on as soon as possible. But we are not going to delay our Sunday share. And so that's when I met Cindy Chamberlain. So that night, Saturday, it was July 1998. It was my birthday weekend. So on the Saturday night, we also have the wonderful party. As always, Dr. Tan's seminars always have a dinner either Friday night or Saturday night. So I was there drinking because I'm selling needles. I'm not teaching. So I had a great time. What happened was, because everybody's celebrating my birthday, they even gave me my birthday cake. They buy me drinks, and you know, we're in San Diego, that tequila is really closer to Mexico. Therefore, I had a lot of shots. I think people bought like 6 or 7 shots of the tequila, and chasing down with all as many as possible, as much as possible, the Corona with lime. Then I was really drunk. I remember vaguely that night, before even 12 o'clock, the Cinderella turned into pumpkin. No, I don't remember turning to what, but she dragged me all the way back to my hotel room. So make sure I was safe, not wasted on the dance floor. So since then, I'm grateful forever. And I know her since for 22 years. So I'm really, really happy that I have this wonderful big sister in our community and watch us. That's why I invited her today for joining us. I am still working on chiming in with her with our Wi-Fi, and Sean is doing that. And today, I also like to ask you a favor, every one of you, please sign in where you're from. Sign in where you're from. I saw Lars from Norway. I saw Hiroko, and I have Rodrigo from Brazil, and I don't see anybody else. Share this with your friends. All right, please let me know where you're from. Here is my big sister, Cindy. We made it. I was so concerned that you cannot get in. So this is the Cindy who saved me, dragged me to the hotel. I was so drunk, and she took care of me. And I love her so much in my heart. You guys have no idea. That's my big sister. I love her. I'm so happy. And I also trying to have everybody sign in. People from, hi, Lindsay from San Diego. Good morning. Call from Canada. And I have Patricia from the USA. Patricia, where are you from? Antonio from Costa Rica. And from Netherlands, Margaret from Netherlands. And Tess from Netherlands. Hi, Tess. And Katsuko from Texas. Today, you guys are so lucky because Cindy has an awesome case study for you guys. So stay tuned. Also, Alberto from Chile, Holland, Poland. Oh my God, sis, big sister Cindy.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of it. You are gathering so many people here to watch us for this wonderful together time. So now let me really introduce you who she is. I'm gonna, she is, okay. Dr. Cindy Chamberlain practiced acupuncture and Chinese medicine in Overland Park, Kansas. And she devoted herself to those disciplines since 1996, where she has extensively apprenticing with and training with different world-renowned TCN experts. Since 1998, she focused on Dr. Tan's balanced method acupuncture, personally taught to her by Dr. Richard Tefutan. Cindy is also certified as in the Shiatsu body work and has practiced various styles of a Chinese martial art for over 25 years. So let's welcome Cindy. Yay!
Yay. Yay.
Yay! How are you this morning?
Doing well, doing well. Had a little internet problem, but we're good.
Yes. Great. So, how did you decide to even go into this Chinese medicine field at that longer time ago?
Well, I used to be a court reporter. Worked in the court. I used to be a court reporter, the person that sits there and does all that. Great job, and traveled all over, and it was a great job. Made good money, but I was practicing martial arts, a pretty Chinese Kenpo, which is pretty hard hitting, and I was like, hurting my hands and feet, and I thought I wanted to do something a little softer. So I was looking for somebody to teach me Tai Chi, and I found somebody, and he happened to be an acupuncturist, and he would teach me over his lunch hour. I'd go in and do Tai Chi with him, and he had several apprentices, and he didn't want to take any more new apprentices because I was working way too much. I was stressed out. My digestive system was a mess. So he started working on my digestive system. I was just way too much stress. And he said, wow, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be around too much longer with all the stress. And so I started meditating and taking Tai Chi with him. And eventually I ended up apprenticing with him. I really had to change my life though. But, and so he had several apprentices and I ended up being one of them. And so I finished, and here I am. And well, I found, you didn't ask me about where did I find Dr. Tan, but.
Not yet, I'm going there.
You're going there. I won't go there yet. I'll wait till you ask the question.
So after your apprenticing, that you started like to know more about the Chinese medicine, I'm sure. So how did you find Dr. Tan?
I was apprenticing with Joseph Thomas here in town, and he was going up to teach pulse diagnosis. I don't know who. It was in Racine, Wisconsin. I know there's a school up there, but there was a group of people, and he asked me to go with him. He did the Shin Hammer pulse diagnosis style. Okay. And so I went up there with him for a weekend, and one of the people at the seminar came up to him and had Dr. Tan's book, 12 and 12 in Acupuncture, and asked Joseph if he knew a Dr. Tan. And he said, no, I've never heard of him. And she said, well, I'm going to go take a seminar with him because he really does amazing acupuncture. And so I was looking at the book, and I got the book and wrote down his name, and I came home and called up, and there was a seminar in San Diego, and I went immediately to the seminar, and I loved it. I mean, I loved it. It was kind of amazing, and I was still pretty new at that time. I had a lot to learn. And I came back after that weekend and I was like, this is so amazing. So actually I started teaching my teacher and I taught him and he changed everything to do the balance method. He retired like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years later, maybe in 2002, he retired. And so anyway, that's my story.
So when you first went to visit Dr. Tan for his seminar, did you see me there?
You were there and Tina was there. And that was it. You were there at a little table selling needles and things.
Was it 1998 or
1998, I think. Yeah.
Was that the San Diego, the first seminar?
Yeah, that's the first one I went to.
Oh, that was where I've met you the first time.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
when we met the first time. You and Tina were there.
Yeah, Tina from Evergreen. In case you guys want to know who's Tina's from Evergreen. Now she is a big boss. She doesn't hang out anymore, but it's okay. There's no more seminars in
I
person.
know.
So
No
that's
more
why we have to do all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after you watch the first seminar of Dr. Tan and you met me, and then you started drinking heavily like me, right? I'm just kidding. Only me.
A little too much, I'm afraid.
At that time, did you also went to all the happy hours? I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. I didn't miss one.
Yes. At that time, Dr. Tan keep on saying, if you don't drink like a fish, you're not joining the balance method party.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I remember that. So you continue come to see Dr. Tan. I remember 6, 7 years you following him.
Oh, I probably, yes, 6, 7 years at least, probably 4 or 5 seminars a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was coming out about every other month to see him somewhere.
So I just want to make sure that because of this experience from all the apprentice, like now the season, the practitioner, I just want to explain to all the people who's a new family members. You have to remember this is a very much of thousands of years of information. You might expecting you're going to learn that from one seminar or two. It's not that way, please.
No.
You can get the theories, but you really get it to know it like aha moment. It will take a little time. Please don't be discouraged. Not just like, oh, I can learn it in one seminar. That is not real. I just want to have some idea from you. Please explain to people why you continue seeing people so much, seeing Dr. Tan so much.
Well, going to a seminar for a weekend, there's a lot of information. I mean, there's just a lot of information. And I was a voracious note taker and I recorded everything too. And I'd come home and listen to the recordings and I would hear back then, that was a long time ago, way a long time ago. But I would listen to them again and I always learned something new, something different, the second time around listening to the same thing, but then but what I remember Dr. Tan saying, there's so many things. I just remember his like little phrases, but he would always say, you can't memorize this. You've got to have it in your heart. And there's no way to get it in your heart in one weekend. There's just no way. You have to, I came back immediately and said, this is all I'm going to do when I treat people. I'm just going to do this, even though I really didn't know what I was doing. I was very unsure of myself because it was just the first weekend. And I had these charts and I would have them and just really try to look at them and try to remember. And every time I'd walk into a room, I'd go, Tai Yang balance, Tai Yang, system 1, system 2, Tai Yang balance. And it was just like over and over in my head, just those systems, like how do you balance them? And
you have no chi shi?
What?
You don't have a chi shi? The chi shi.
I did. I had a little tiny one. Yeah, a little tiny one. But I wanted it in my heart. I didn't want it to just look on the cheat sheet all the time. So I wanted it. So I just kept repeating it over and over. And it takes a long time. And I went to several seminars twice, 3 times, but it was exciting. It was different. It was interesting. I remember Dr. Tan, another thing he was saying, you know how, acupuncture can get kind of boring. And it can be, we can get into ruts. I mean, I've seen that myself. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm getting boring. I need to spice this up a little bit. So I go back to my notes and review and review, things that I've learned and I'll talk about one a little later, but it's just, you got to do things to keep it up. Don't, and you'll just keep forgetting things as we go along. We'll keep forgetting. So, just reviewing and you just have to do it. I'm still learning things about Dr. Tan.
I like to give you guys a good news. I just launching the online training for the balance method module 1 and module 2. You can study online, and you have 14 days to receive your CEU. So please, if you are purchasing, and Sean will posting the link online for you, so you can take a look if this is something that you like to do. I will recording all the classes, and I will also put posting online for us online study. Of course, those are the training courses, and you will have module 1, module 2. And we also have module 3, which is the advanced track. And we also have all the classes in recording for Bazi seminars and I Ching, because one of the Chinese ancestor was talking about, if you want to learn medicine, but if you don't know I Ching, it's a problem. So please learn I Ching, then you will know Chinese medicine. So this is what I would recommend. We have an I Ching class coming up in January 23, 24, is get to know more about the trigram. What does that really means? Because when we are in the class, Dr. Tan and I only talk briefly about what the Ba Gua is, but we didn't have a depth study of what the really meaning of the Gua. So I would recommend you to take that class is in person or live streaming in January coming up. And for the online courses, it's already online, so you can take a look if that's something that you'd be interested right now to increase your knowledge and your learning. So when the pandemic goes away, you'll be able to practice and practice. Thank you for letting me doing this commercial. Sorry, go.
No, that's going to be great. I'm going to look forward to taking that one.
Yes.
It's the 23rd and 24th?
Yeah, January 23, 24 is online I Ching trigram. I also have a complete I Ching courses is already online.
Oh,
so
great.
And then at the day 3 and day 4, you will do the conversion as the medicine, how to treat with I Ching with a balance method. That's the new courses. A lot this year we have a powerhouse courses. So that's what I bringing it in, always bringing in this information to advancing all of us to using the I Ching, because that's what the Huangdi Nei Jing was talking about. You gotta know I Ching to know the medicine. So now we finally go back to learn the I Ching. Thank you.
That is great.
Yeah. And then even more fun is John Meany gonna bring out the Balance Method herbal courses for next year.
Oh, great.
So I know you like herbs.
There's so more to learn. There's just so much to learn. It's so exciting. It's very exciting.
So let's talk about you, more important. So today, and we have 10 more minutes. Do you think that 10 minutes is enough for us to talk about your case study?
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Please tell us.
Let me say one other thing. One other thing.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really appreciated about Dr. Tan is, he'd be talking and then he'd say, for depression, we could do this. And he would put up there what he could do. But then he would start talking and he would say, you know what leads to depression? And he'd go on this story. Expectations. And I learned so much about not just balance method with acupuncture, but balance in life. It all kind of just goes together, like to have balance in your life. And so he was always telling stories and it was about philosophy, Chinese medicine philosophy, which is, it just goes right into the acupuncture. It makes it all make better sense. And it's, I don't know. That's one thing. I was just thinking about that, just like knowing I was kind of come on here, and it was like, why did I keep coming back? There was just, it was so rich. And you're the same. You just sat with him for years and years. So you've got that now. And that's really important, I think. So I just wanted to tell you that.
I think I learned it by osmosis. Just
Yeah,
to hang
yeah,
out with all of you, I feel really good about it. And I
yes.
see you guys in everywhere in the world that you're so confident and to take it home and use it. And Dr. Tanda, even besides you, that you can
Yeah.
practice and you tell us how busy are you every day? I mean, every week.
Well,
I remember,
I was working 4 days a week, like before COVID, seeing 30 to 35 people a day. Now I'm a little bit less than that. I'm about 25% down or something. So I'm, 24, 25 people a day right now. So I'm not quite as busy as I was, but I'm pretty full days. Yeah.
it's a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
very exhausting seeing so many patients a day.
Well, it is. Gotta revamp every night. That's right. Right. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I just hit my computer. Breathe. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You want my case study?
Yes, I do. I do. Tell
All
us
right.
a story about your patient. I want the whole stories.
The whole story. Yeah. This patient called, he comes in and I'm seeing him, and he was referred by another patient that I had. She was getting a root canal, and this was an endodontist, and he couldn't speak. And she was asking what happened, and he said, I just got sudden paralysis of my vocal cords. And he was, whispering to her, and they said they didn't know what it was. They said maybe a virus or something, but it was just, and he'd been without a voice for about 6 weeks. And so he was concerned that he wouldn't be able to practice anymore. And so she said to come to me. And so he did. He came to me. And so I was just thinking, and he had no pain. It was just his vocal cords were paralyzed and he couldn't speak. So anyway, I was just thinking, what should I do? Go to the throat, of course. So you want to see my sketch now? Here's the sketch.
Not yet. Don't give them the points. Tell the story first.
Well,
Just
all right,
kidding. Just kidding.
I'm
Go.
through. The story is okay.
Step
So
one.
I treated
Step
step one.
one.
Stomach goes through the throat.
Stomach is the problem, and kidney.
Okay. So stomach 41. Yeah. It balances with large intestine 5. Also kidney 6. Kidney comes up through here. So I balanced that with pericardium. And I did that for the first treatment. While I was there, he said his throat felt warm, but he still couldn't speak. When he came back, he could speak a little bit. But by then I'd started researching to figure out, was there something else that I could do? And I found heart 4 for sudden loss of voice.
Oh.
So I put heart 4 in there, and I did that treatment for 2 more times, and his voice came back. It came back totally. Okay. If I ever needed a root canal to call him, he'd give me one.
Show us the chart.
Oh yeah. So here we go. So step 1, there we go. Like that.
So large intestine 5, pericardium 6 and 7, heart 4, stomach 41, liver 4, and kidney 6. Everybody, Did you see this? We can use this for a screenshot. Okay, guys, I have a question. What did you do with the heart 4? What was the story behind that?
Well, I looked it up and it said it was for sudden loss of voice. And I wondered, how does heart 4 do that?
Right.
So then I looked at the meridians where they go, and it comes over from heart 1 into the midline and goes up past through the esophagus, and it connects with the root of the tongue. Oh. So connects with the root of the tongue and then comes up to small intestine 1 and joins there. I mean, at the inner canthus, it joins small intestine 1. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
UB1 and small intestine 1?
No, it comes to, I didn't mean UB1. It connects to the small intestine at the inner canthus. Okay. At the inner canthus. So, that's one thing. It's like whenever I look up something and I see a point and it says to do that, I'm thinking, now how does that work? So I really try to think, then how would that work? Because otherwise I'm just memorizing and I always forget things, right?
Right. So you're connecting the heart 4 with the small intestine 1, because in the back of the throat and going up to the inner campus is the small intestine meridian. So heart balance small intestine, right. System number 3.
So, yeah.
You're amazing. Oh, I can use that. Thank you, big
That's all I
sister.
did. Did you
That,
get?
yeah, that totally makes sense. Did you see that ding 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 on my eye, in my eyes again? Ding ding ding. I got it. Okay, everything else makes sense very well. It's just that
Yeah. It was
four
just the heart four. And heart, balance was with kidney, so it works.
heart balance with kidney, yes.
Right?
Yes, and
Right.
heart balance with small intestine in
The
the
small
eyes
intestine.
behind
Yeah.
the throat. That totally
Yeah.
makes sense.
Makes
And
sense.
also heart forward location is also around this area.
Right.
The
Right.
throat, the neck, the whole thing right here, and next to it, the small intestine.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
It's kind
like
of neat.
this. Good job. So throat treatments.
Yeah.
Everyone, did you guys see that heart is the speech? Margaret says heart is the speech.
Yes.
Yes. And Mark Montoya's here. And Margaret, where are you from? And please tell everybody where you're coming from. Thank you for joining us. And Christine from Germany. Sorry, it got distracted. Everybody, please sign in where you're from. You see, can you see when you teach, I have been so close to my screen so I can see. I have first information from you. I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm so glad you called. I'm glad we did this. This is good. I think this is good.
Yeah, I just want to make sure all the family members in the balance method, and you guys know the people that I invited is all on our acupuncturist finder, where you can locate them. So if you have any patients that is in Kansas, uh, please send it to Cindy. And then Cindy, she also know my referral list very well. Every time I have something new, she always will call me. See, Eileen, you didn't alphabetical it. I was like, what is alphabetical? Remember that?
Yes, I did.
Alphabetical. I'm just teasing her. Then I redo my list, so you know she's watching us and she's there supporting us. Her energy is there so strong. So
Yes.
anybody, and she also have the information for us, and she is. I'm gonna make her to be in our Facebook, WhatsApp. So if you guys have any question, all these big sisters helping you and big brothers helping you. So please be patient. You need to learn. And Chinese always say, take 10 years to be specialized in your profession.
Oh yeah.
Please be patient, grasshoppers. Right? Big sister.
Yeah. True.
And then I know you since 1998. It's
I
already
know.
2 years.
Yeah. It's a long time.
Yeah, I remember there was 2 years ago, 2 years, I was licensed for 2 years. I watching you guys practice and I was thinking, when can I be like you guys?
And it happens so fast, doesn't it? I mean, you just keep doing the work, just keep doing the work, just keep studying, keep your head in it and enjoy it and be where, just be really present. And next thing you know, here you are. It's 20 years later.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And do anything that they like to share with us? When are you going to come out, San Diego?
That'd be great. Be nice for this virus to lift. San Diego. I hear it's nice.
Yes, we just had a 2-day cold days.
Really? How cold was it?
Um, not too cold. You look at me. I'm still wearing short sleeve. No snow, nothing.
No snow. We had snow already.
Wow. So every one of you, thank you so much for joining. And please come to San Diego and please join me for all classes. Oh, okay. Catherine from New York, Margaret from Netherlands. Thank you so much for everybody to join me. And who is this? Thank you for the reminder that comes with the time. I'm also excited to start in this medicine. Thank you, Julianne. And where are you from? And thank you so much for everybody to join me. If you missed this one, don't worry. We will have it on YouTube for you. And you can always go to the Academy of Acupuncture Balance Method to find out more information for our interviews and all demonstration for the acupuncture. And also I have a full channel right now. So you can eat right, sleep right. Dr. Tan always says, eat well, sleep well, poop well, you all well. So thank you everyone to join me. Thank you, Cindy. I love you. And
I love you too.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.